This is spaghetti bolognese. Well, occasionally I like spaghetti, but not all that much. I've actually have cooked spaghetti before. And I basically cooked out the meatballs like when I was cooking it with my mom. We took like a whole thing of beef, which is what you're supposed to do, and you cook it up on the stovetop. Or not the stovetop, but you cook it up on the pan on the stove. And then use a meat crusher. Alright, so for this one, it utilizes a lot more vegetables, I see. Because we got onion, we got carrot, we got garlic, and we got celery. There we go. Sorry if I'm making weird noises, by the way. Sorry. Poor throat is hurting. So we're cooking bacon. We need beef. We need to stir it up a little bit. Onions, carrots, we need celery, and then we need garlic. And we combine each of them together. Alright, now we need crushed tomato, red wine, tomato paste, and we need oregano. There we go, there we go. Pepper. Mix that up nice and good. And I think we've got our sauce. There we go. Saucepan. We're gonna put that in a bowl, which for some reason shows up as a T shape. Set that on. Pot. We need water. We're gonna be cooking our pasta. Put salt in there, and then we're gonna put spaghetti. And then we're gonna push it around a little bit so it cooks. Olive oil, and then we're gonna stir. There we go. Set that off, and we're gonna drain our spaghetti. And put the spaghetti in there. Now, I don't think you use a sieve for that. I think you use the actual spaghetti drainer. Well, it depends on how much spaghetti you're making. Whether it be just like a small amount of spaghetti or a big amount of spaghetti. We need a meat sauce, a little bit more, and then a little bit of that, and there you go, spaghetti bolognese. We have 5 stars with a score of 4,500. Score of 4,450. That's pretty darn good. Strawberry parfait. Now, we have to slice up strawberries first. We need a fruit knife, we need a board, and then we need a big bowl. So we're gonna take our strawberries and cut them up one by one. We need to cut off the tops first. And there we go, cut them up nice and easily. I apologize, I'm a little bit stuffy today. We got 3 stars, that's pretty good. Next we have to make the syrup. So we need gelatin, we need hot water, we need cold water, and we need a tablespoon. So we're gonna take our gelatin, take the whole packet of it, hot water first, because you gotta make sure the sugar melts in there. You have to mix it up in there. There we go. And then you have to add cold water once you're done mixing it. There we go, there we go. Usually use a whisk to mix it up, but yeah, you do you, I guess. Gotta chill it until it's thick inside. You gotta make it into like a little jam, I guess. We have to add the fruit. We need our glasses. We need gelatin mixture, measuring cup. We need a loaf pan for some reason. We need that. So we're gonna put our gelatin mix in the measuring cup. Put that there for a time being. We need strawberries. We need to mix these together. And then for each little Parfait cup, we are gonna put these, and then we're gonna tilt them slightly so that way they actually give that nice tilted look to them. And we're gonna put them in the fridge. And we have to chill it until it's set. Next, we have whipped cream. So we have sugar, we need electric whisk, we need vanilla extract, whipping cream, we need a tablespoon. So we're gonna take our cream, we're gonna blend it up nice and good. Sugar, a little bit of this, and a little bit of vanilla extract in there. There we go. Blend it up. Delicious. 3 stars. We got make toppings, so we need a tablespoon, gel mix, we need a piping bag, or pastry bag actually, and we need a plate. That does not look like a plate, that looks like a bowl. We are gonna take this, take a little bit of our cream, a little bit more, mix that up nice and good. Put that aside, and we're gonna take our cream and stuff it in the pastry bag. There we go. Next, we have the garnish. So we need all these lovely things. We need mint leaves, we need a tray, we need our jello that was just set. So we're gonna take these. We need to put the cream mixture that we made. There we go, there we go. We need to put the cream in there. Oh, that looks good already. I want to eat that. I want to eat that. Strawberries, and then we need to put mint leaf, and then mint leaf, and there you go. You got your strawberry parfaits. We got a score of 3 stars with a 14,907. Look at that. Alright, so this is stuffed mushrooms. I had never tried mushrooms before, but I know that my mom doesn't like them. But we're gonna make stuffed mushrooms. Sorry, I'm out of breath right now. Set that on. Medium. And then high for some reason. Butter. You're gonna cook these. And we're gonna flip them nice and good. Put some salt in there. Pepper. And then we gotta flip these over, so we do the same thing again. We salt and then pepper the bottoms of these too, so that they're to cook properly. Set that off. We're gonna tong both of these. There we go. Alright, so we are gonna take blue cheese. We are gonna take pears, walnuts, and then we're gonna take some salt and some pepper, and then we're gonna mix that up nice and good. And that's gonna be the blue cheese filling for the mushrooms. And then we're also gonna take breadcrumbs. We're gonna take butter, garlic, and then we're gonna take parsley as well. And this is gonna be our buttermilk mix filling. We need Parmesan cheese too, salt and pepper. There we go, there we go. Mix that up nice and good. Mmm. And then we set this to 360. Alright, so we need our cottage cheese filling, and then we need our butter filling. Also, that kind of looks like popcorn on top. We put that in for 30 minutes on 360. And then there you go. Take some of these. Here we go, and there you go. That's our stuffed mushrooms. Is that pretty good? We got 4 stars with a score of 3,890. That's relatively good. This is stuffed peppers. So, funny thing is that, like, I was asking Mom, do you like peppers? And my mom doesn't like whole peppers. In fact, I don't even think she likes actual peppers, maybe. But I imagine she would be the type of person that would like stuffed peppers, maybe. Oh, shoot, okay. We need garlic. We need chopped tomatoes puree. We need sugar. We need chili flakes, which for some reason it's— wait, the text of that changed. Alright then. Spread that nice and good. That's gonna be our sauce that we're gonna top off for the peppers. We need fresh basil, and we're gonna blend that nice and good once it's cooked. There we go. Just immersion blender. There you go. That looks delicious, actually. Alright. Set it on. We're gonna put that on high. We need olive oil. We need minced meat. We need to do that, I guess. Then we need onion. Just do that. Then we need garlic, and is that rice? Cooked rice. Okay, yeah, it is. We're making a beef rice filling for this. We need cumin. We need paprika. We need salt and pepper. And then we're gonna need fresh basil and fresh parsley. Yes. Cook that up nice and good. That looks delicious. Alright. Bell peppers, we're gonna cut each of these and we're gonna scoop the insides of these. And then, there you go. We're gonna do that for the rest of the peppers. We're gonna take our stuffing for each pepper. Gonna stuff it up nice and good. Gonna pat it down so that way we can fit our sauce in there. Put the sauce in there. And then we're gonna take the peppers and we're gonna put them in the sauce. And then we're gonna put the lids back on them. Boink. And then in the oven you go for 180, which is in Celsius. In Celsius, that's what it is. Alright, then we gotta take some of the sauce, spread it on like that. We're gonna take our peppers, take the lids off of them. We're gonna need scallions, and then there you go. That's our stuffed peppers. We got a score of 5 stars with 4,470. Pretty darn good.
You make a pitiful jump into the flames.
Alright, so this is Swedish meatballs. I have heard of Swedish meatballs a bunch of times from a certain Swede that I watch. Vine's Joel, obviously, but other than that, I have never tried Swedish meatballs, but I would like to try them at one point, actually. IKEA makes some, but I don't think they're proper Swedish meatballs. Then we need a spatch. We need to make meatball. And then we're gonna do these for the rest of the meatballs. There we go. We made our Swedish meatballs. Or meatballs so far. Then we're gonna take a meatball. Each little meatball, we're gonna put that in the oil. And then we need to turn each of these little meatball. And then we're gonna take a spatch. Take each meatball. There we go. That's our meatballs. Then we're gonna set this on, set this high. We're gonna make the mix for our Swedish meatballs. We need flour, more flour, paprika, a little bit more paprika. We need a meat broth and we need to mix that nice and good. Salt, we need pepper. We need sour cream. Then we need to whisk that nice and good. We need spatch. Keep mixing it. Keep mixing it. Yeah. Then we need our meatballs. We're gonna mix that up nice and good. This is where the meatballs are gonna go into. Chop parsley too. And then we need a mix. There you go. And then pot. And then we need a ladle. We're gonna take our Swedish meatballs and we're gonna serve them. And chop parsley, and there you go. You got Swedish meatballs. That looks delicious. We got a score of 4,560 with 5 stars. That is pretty darn good. And I'm gonna leave it off here. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!